Plum Island audio tour stop number 4, Island Life. Hi, I'm Karen Ellery, another member of FOPI, and I'd like to tell you a little about Island Life Door County style. There is no evidence of permanent Native American settlements on either Plum or Pilot Islands, but it is likely that Plum was used as a seasonal hunting camp by the Potawatomi and/or other tribes. They probably hunted deer, fished the teeming island waters, possibly even tapped some of the resident sugar maples for syrup. However, they left no traces there, and the first recorded history of life on these two islands began in the late 19th century with the establishment of navigational aids and the European settlers who staffed them. The early years on both Plum and Pilot were full of difficulties for the people who lived and worked there, but things became easier after a while. During its years at peak activity, between the turn of the century and World War II, Plum Island was home to lightkeepers, life-saving station staff, and their families. Even in these years, life in both services could be grueling. In addition to the endless work of maintaining the lights and their grounds, keepers had to haul water, work with highly volatile fuels and delicate machinery, keep regular rounds through the nights, and sometimes work round the clock in the worst of weathers. Life-saving surfmen kept 24-hour watch on the surrounding waters, looking for ships in distress. They had daily training drills and full-dress inspections on Sundays. Work only intensified in bad weather. If at any time visibility was reduced, everything had to be dropped to get the fog signal working immediately, with no idea if the fog would lift in minutes or days. Nor could work be performed in a slipshod manner. Regular inspections ensured discipline, efficiency, and even cleanliness. Having families on the island helped with the difficulties. Most kept gardens to supplement the food that was transported to the island, but there were also flowers and even ornamental shrubs planted. Many families kept chickens, and one Pilot lighthouse family managed to keep a cow on their tiny plot. Children kept things lively, performing useful chores but also contributing a sense of whimsy with pets and projects. Some tamed seagulls, some trapped crawfish in rock pools. A few children were born on Plum Island. In 1900, there were a dozen living there. Island life was not all hard work, however. Plum Islanders were an active part of the Door County community. They attended dances and weddings, took part in ping-pong tournaments, and provided educational opportunities. One station-sponsored travelogue about Hawaii was eagerly listened to by all the inhabitants. The crews enjoyed being able to help out when they could. They carried mail to and from the mainland during the winter months, ferried sick residents to doctors, and even transported corpses to the undertaker. Lifeboats were used in bad weather to shuttle islanders to meetings and family events, and also staff of nearby lighthouses to their posts on Pilot, Rock, St. Martin's, and Poverty Islands. All these extra efforts were proudly recorded in the station logs. By the end of World War II, however, lighthouses across the country were being automated and closed, and the days of family life on the islands were coming to an end. By 1973, the Plum Island Life-Saving Station was mostly staffed by Coast Guard reserves, many of them college students. In 1980, Plum received its first female crew members. Although the station's life was clearly winding down, it did sport some modern amenities by then. In their off time, crew members could watch television and movies, play pool in a basement lounge, and enjoy outdoor activities. They could barbecue on a patio fashioned from the foundation of the old sick bay and mess house, and soak in a pair of homemade wood-fired hot tubs. After the station officially closed in 1992, island life reverted to the cycles of nature. The Friends of Plum and Pilot Islands stop by regularly to ensure the preservation of the important historical structures, to the delight of visitors who wonder, what must island life have been like?